The Your Credit Matters segment today being brought to you by rsrdebtfree.com, rsrdebtfree.com. If you have more than 2 or 3 months worth of unsecured debts that you can't pay off, you can't pay them off in the next 2 to 3 months, it means you've gotten yourself in a hole. There might be solutions that are better for you than paying that 30% interest charge on the credit card or the balance transfer card. Let's take a look at a debt consolidation loan. Let's take a look at debt resolutions or debt settlement. All different options. The first step, though, rsrdebtfree.com, rsrdebtfree.com. How to fix your credit score in 5 steps. Let's see where we are here. There are a lot of ways of dealing with your credit. You can have significant, and credit, has a significant impact on your life. You can determine whether you can buy a home, get an auto loan, get an apartment. Some cases, some states, it even deals with getting a job. If your credit is anything less than stellar, you may need to ask yourself, is it time to fix my credit? In this discussion, we're going to give you 5 of the best ways to fix your credit, maybe even a 6th. First off, get a copy of your credit report. Cleanall3.com, cleanall3.com. That is a true FICO mortgage credit report. FICO does have many, many types of credit reports. Cleanall3.com gets you one. Address any errors on your credit reports. Protect and nurture your credit history. Keep your credit utilization low. We'll talk about it more in depth. Protect your older credit accounts. The good news is that there are things you can do to fix your credit. The bad news is it does not happen overnight. But if you keep working at it, you can repair your credit score and improve your financial options, like applying for a new apartment, car loan, or credit card, and probably save yourself on interest in the long term. First off, get a copy of your credit report. First step to repairing your credit is to request a copy of your credit report. After all, it can be impossible to repair your credit if you don't know what's wrong with it. Fortunately, the 3 major credit agencies, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, will give you a free copy of your report. Does not give you scores. It'll give you the report. While the Fair Credit Reporting Act entitles you to 1 free copy of your credit report each year, these agencies agreed to offer free weekly reports during the pandemic and have continued to offer it at the same time of us chatting right now as I'm recording this. While requesting your credit report, it's a great first step. There are some things you won't find in there. Everything may not be included in these reports. For example, credit reports typically don't provide your credit score. Rather, these reports only provide the details such as FICO and VantageScore used to calculate your score. Okay, got to understand what that means. Again, Cleanall3 will give you all of that. So that there's credit.com also has some extra information as well. It tracks 28 FICO scores, 28. Provides credit reports for the 3 major credit bureaus. Again, I like cleanall3.com. Second, fix errors on your credit report. When you receive your report, the first thing you want to do is review it and make sure all the information is correct. Don't send bogus letters to the bureaus telling them this isn't mine if it really is, because they'll find out. What information does a credit report include? Your credit report begins with your basic details: full name, birth date, current address, past addresses, so on and so on. Credit reports should no longer include details about liens and judgments, but bankruptcies do still appear. However, bankruptcies should fall off your credit report after 7 or 10 years, depending upon the type of bankruptcy. Next, you'll see informational breakdown for each line of credit you have. Account age, number of payments made, missed payments, late payments, and other facts are included. Payment history, credit utilization, credit type, account age, and credit inquiries all factor into your credit score. Remember your credit utilization. If you don't understand that, it's simply the amount you owe divided by the credit limit. Paying your credit card the right way, not just paying it off in full, pay it the right way is important. rsrccpayment.com. rsrccpayment.com will show you how to pay your credit card the right way. Again, if you're just paying it off in full, probably not the right way for most people. for FICO scoring purposes. How to fix errors on your credit report? If after reviewing your credit report you notice any errors, it's important to take steps to fix these issues. You have two options. Fix your credit yourself by contacting credit bureaus online or by phone or email. I'm going to suggest snail mail is the best. Don't do that online dispute thing. That's just an easy way for them to do nothing. Snail mail, return receipt requested. Work with a credit repair company. I like Blue Water Credit. rsrlinks.com/BWC. They've done a great job for our listeners for many, many years. rsrlinks.com/BWC. Many people take a DIY approach to minor errors. If you've been the victim of identity theft, on the other hand, you'll want to consider a professional helping hand. In either case, document the error thoroughly and file a separate dispute with each applicable credit bureau. Credit bureaus must respond to disputes within 30 to 45 days and correct errors immediately if they are found. So if you report a genuine error, you could potentially see your score change for the better within a month or two, depending upon other factors. Remember, in most instances, the bureaus don't want your score higher because they make more money when your score is lower, my opinion. So what they're going to do is the first round, they're going to just say, we looked at this. We're right. You're wrong. Sorry. That's why the credit repair companies understand how to deal with this. Number 3, start rebuilding your credit history. Once you review your credit report and fix any errors, you can start on the path to rebuilding your credit score. Your payment history is one of the most important factors in your credit report. It accounts for 35% of your overall FICO credit score. If you currently have accurate late payments on your credit report, not much you can do to remove those. Rather, these late payments will typically remain on your report for up to 7 years. What you can do is start making on-time payments. Start by setting a budget that accounts for all your bills. See if there are any budgetary areas you can cut back on. For example, can you cancel one or more online subscriptions to reduce your dining out costs? Paying all your bills, including credit card bills, loans, and utilities on time can start the process of repairing your credit. Another factor that many people overlook is credit mix. While it accounts for only 10% of your FICO score, it's still important. Having the right credit mix lets lenders know you know how to handle many types of credit accounts responsibly. Take a look at your report and identify the various types of accounts you currently have. Ideally, you should try to balance your installment accounts, such as car loans and mortgages, with revolving credit accounts, including credit cards and lines of credit. Be careful not to apply for new accounts too often. Every time you apply for credit, it could result in a hard inquiry on your report. Too many hard inquiries could negatively impact your report, your score, not by a whole lot. It's one thing people know, so it's one thing they watch the most. Doesn't affect your score that much. Number 4, maintain low credit utilization. We talked about that before. Again, try and keep that below 30%. So $1,500 on a $5,000 credit limit is below that 30%. Remember, rsrccpayment.com, rsrccpayment.com. Number 5, review the age of your credit accounts. As you start rebuilding your credit, you may be tempted to close some accounts. While closing a credit card account can eliminate the temptation to spend beyond your limit, it can also impact your credit score by up to 15%. You want the old ones on there with low utilization. That's going to be your best issue. It's going to save you the most money. It's going to, again, get you the best scores. Just throw that out there for you.